Okay, about to go live. Hello, everyone. Might take a second for this to get rolling, but welcome. Hopefully this is working properly. I'm at a hotel, so I don't know exactly if the Wi-Fi is going to come through clearly. Can people let me know? I see Uncle Ho let me know that I am live. Hello. Is the video and audio coming through clear? Do I sound good? Let me know if everything is working properly. Looks and sounds good. Cool. Well, hello everyone. Welcome. I am super excited to be streaming with you guys again today. I always really enjoy doing these, and yeah, I just love interacting with the community and chatting, which is what we're going to be doing here. Hello, Just One Gamer Cat. Did you enjoy that shout out I just gave you? Well, welcome. Thank you. I think okay, it looks like it's reconnected now. So, there might be a little, delays here and there. Like I said, I'm at the hotel and the Wi-Fi is not great. So, yeah, hopefully this doesn't get ruined, but, we'll just keep rolling with it and just see how things go. Looks like we got 14 viewers. Cool. Yeah, a little delayed. Like the audio is delayed relative to my speaking. Hopefully that's not the case, because that'd be kind of annoying to watch. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hello, Delta 11XX. No, that is a diffuser. My fiance does not like smelly hotel rooms or anything, and wanted it to smell nice, so she brought that from home. So that is what that is. Okay, just froze for a few seconds. That's good. It probably will delay here and there. So but we'll get through it. So I want to chat a little bit like we normally do, just like through the chats and stuff, whatever pops up. But I did want to take a little time out here to talk about my VidCon trip. So for those of you who don't know or can't tell from the title and the thumbnail, I am at VidCon this last 4 days, or last 3 days actually. Today is the last day of VidCon. And I've been in Anaheim for about a week. It's right next to Disneyland. If any of you are familiar with Disneyland, Southern California, I literally pass by Disneyland on the way to VidCon every day. It's 4 days long. Really only 3 days, because the first day is just registration, and I think there was some booths and stuff that were, all right, but, and VidCon, for those of you who don't know, is, it's like video convention, right? VidCon. It is a convention for people who are fans of video platforms like YouTube, TikTok, whatever, and also for creators, and also for people who work in media and industry. So, there's different tracks that you can go on. If you guys see on my pass here, I have the creator pass. I bought that ticket, which gives me access to there's seminars that were being put on by either industry professionals or content creators, or just people they found to do these seminars. And some of them were kind of interesting. I saw some quote-unquote famous YouTubers here. I don't know if you guys will know any of these people. Have any of you guys seen it's a pretty viral video of it's an engineering YouTuber who did a video on cooking a chicken by slapping it. He built a slapping machine and use the kinetic energy to like cook a chicken in like a bag. That dude gave a presentation, which he was pretty like energetic. I saw Morgan Drinks Coffee. I don't know if you guys know who that is. I don't watch too many like coffee YouTubers, but I think she was in the in the crowd at one of the sessions I was at. I saw. I've never heard of these people before, but they're pretty famous from what I saw. They have like 14 million subscribers. It's like the Spy Ninja people. It was like Chad and his wife or something. I think it's mostly for kids, but they gave a presentation. I'm trying to think. I'm actually gonna meet with Vsauce 2 after this. I don't know if you guys know Vsauce, the science YouTuber, pretty famous. They also have two other channels, Vsauce 2 and Vsauce 3. I'm in a like kind of like a roundtable meet and greet kind of thing, I guess, with Vsauce 2, which is pretty cool. Hoping I actually get to like talk with him, because most of these ones are just like, oh, you just show up and like you get to look at them on stage. But it'd be nice to actually like maybe actually have a conversation with the Vsauce 2 guy. Did I spot any other Sopranos analysis? I don't think they're here. I don't know though. Of course, it's a huge convention. I didn't hear anything about that from anyone. Again, I'm just like a person in a crowd. I'm not like featured or anything like that. Although I some of these presenters are like they're like big TikTokers, right? They have like 100,000 followers on TikTok or whatever. Yeah, it was Louis Weiss. That's who I was talking about, the engineering guy. So I was saying, like, a lot of them are like TikTokers. Like, that's a big thing right now. And a lot of these sessions were talking about TikTok being like a big platform for growth. And just curious, like, do any of you guys like use TikTok, like, or, like watch it or even make videos on it? I'm just curious. And I'm not gonna roast you or anything. That's not like a judgment, right? Because I know a lot of people don't like TikTok. But I'm just curious if anyone here actually uses it. Because I downloaded the app last night, being like, you know what, I'll check it out, and then maybe I should reserve my name, if nothing else, just in case I want to post anything there in the future. But as I was going through it, I'm like, I don't like the content that's posted there. And I'm not like ideologically opposed to short form content. You guys might have seen that I posted the 1-minute reviews as YouTube shorts. One of my commenters suggested I do that, and I think that's cool. I like the 1-minute format. Like I like the idea of like forcing you to condense your content to only the good parts. But I don't like the videos that I scrolled through there, and I understand like it's a brand new account, so they're just showing me like what's popular. I could, through my own actions, like narrow down what I want to watch into stuff that more reflects me. But so one of the things they constantly talked about at this convention was the idea that like attention spans are getting shorter and shorter, right? A lot of TikTokers were talking about like a lot of the people don't even finish their 30-second videos. They skip through like after like 15 seconds. And they're like, you really gotta like people have no attention nowadays. You really gotta capture them quickly. And I get that. But as I'm watching these TikTok videos, I'm starting to kind of get the sense that like I don't actually necessarily believe that people's attention spans are getting worse. I just think kind of most of those TikToks are not great. Even among like TikTok, like, even amongst the short form content, I think a lot of them are like have fluff in them still. Like they're still not good videos. A lot of them are just like kind of sexual stuff, but they're from, I don't want to be mean when I say this, but they're from people who I don't think are that attractive, but they're trying to make themselves look attractive. But a lot of it is just like, it's so obviously just trying to grab your attention to the point where I don't think it's providing any real substance for a video. And that's not like my like boomer kind of, take of like, oh, TikTok's just for kids. Like, I'm not ideologically opposed to TikTok or anything like that. And I'm sure there's people making great content on TikTok. I'm sure there is. But I just, as I was watching that, I was like, is this actually, is it a problem with audiences? Are audiences not paying attention anymore? Or is it just that, like, we're catering towards the lowest common denominator and we're missing out on, like, still making, like, really engaging content, even if it's short form? So I'm not ideologically opposed to using TikTok or anything like that. I might even post those 1-minute reviews I do to TikTok too. But I also, I'm kind of like, I feel like I don't want to sound, I don't like to sound like I'm tooting my own horn here, but I kind of don't necessarily want to be like so much of this convention has been catering to the idea that, like, oh, you want to grow your content at all costs, basically, right? You want to get more viewers. And I understand a lot of people here are like, they've got like 10 followers or something, and they're really trying to make a career out of this. And viewers are important for that. But I'm kind of the opposite, where I kind of don't want people to watch my content. And what I mean by that is, I only want you to watch my content if you want to watch it. Like, I never share my content. Even at this convention, I talk to people. I went to this kind of to network a little bit too, and people are like, oh, what's your channel? And I'm kind of just like, it's whatever. I'm just being vague. Like, I don't want to share what it is, not because I'm embarrassed, but just I'm actually like kind of bigger than pretty much everyone I've met here. But I'm just like, I don't want you to follow me unless you want to watch my content. I actively discourage you from doing so unless you're going to be one of the real ones, like everyone who's in here in this chat right now, who want to watch me bullshit for an hour, talking about random stuff. So that's the only kind of follower I want. I don't want a huge audience, that are only kind of casually interested. I'm not trying to sound like I need like you all to be like devoted to me or anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, I want you to like the content. I don't want to like do all these tips and tricks to like get a bunch of viewers here, get a bunch of attention. I just want people who actually like The Sopranos. I want people who actually like Breaking Bad, Boardwalk Empire, The Wire. Like, this is the community I want to foster, not a bunch of just random people who I hack the algorithm to get my stuff in front of. And again, I know that's easy for me to say because I already have a great audience like you guys right now. Versus if I had like 2 or 3 viewers, I might be more like, okay, let's work hard to get this in front of people. But I haven't been enjoying most of the sessions I've been at because they've all been about like growth, and I think that they teach the wrong thing to a lot of these YouTubers. I think they're teaching them that it's like, you've got to cater to like TikTok crowds, short form content. You got to grab their attention. When I think the biggest thing really is just you have to make good content. I don't think there's any other hack besides that. And I don't ever want to lose sight of that as I try to like expand into other things here. So yeah, hopefully that, I know that was kind of a long ramble that I know a lot of you guys don't give a shit about, YouTube shit or content creator shit. You just want to talk about The Sopranos, which I think is totally fine. So this isn't just going to be about me lecturing my ideals about YouTube, but I wanted to share those insights that I've been getting here. And I'll tell a few funny stories of shit that I've seen here. So give me one sec. I'm gonna drink Coke straight from the bottle, like the degenerate that I am. Oh yeah, that's the good shit right there. I like to jokingly tell people I have a Coke addiction. Let's I'm gonna post this to. Oh, Overpaid already post. I was gonna post the stream link to Discord to try to get some more people in here, but talking about the real one, Overpaid already did it on the Discord. And if you guys are not in the Discord, it's right here. So you should hop in there if you're not, but pretty good chance you are. You're Overpaid. Yeah, I guess I can. I don't want to add everyone. I'll add here. I don't want to bug people, you know. Well, thank you, Uncle Ho. Uncle Ho Overpaid. So I can share some like funny, quote unquote funny stories. They're not really that funny. I'm not really that entertaining of a person because basically all I fucking do is watch TV all day. So these stories will not be that interesting, but I thought I'd share some semi-interesting experiences I've had so far. So one thing that they had there was have you guys heard of VidIQ? Basically what it is it's like an analytics platform for YouTubers, so like you can plug in your channel or video in there and it can give you like recommendations for like, oh, how is this video performing relative to like other videos. It gives you insights as a creator, right? And they have a booth there. They have a lot of booths for different stuff that they're trying to sell to content creators, like Discord was there. They had a cool booth. I filmed a whole bunch of like footage that I'm gonna put into a vlog video, and I'm gonna put it on Kino Studios channel. So you guys will be able to see all of that there. But so basically, one of the booths was VidIQ, and what they did, and it will hopefully just play once it resumes. But sorry for the upcoming disconnect. If you can see that. Okay, I'm back. Hello everyone. Queso Blanco asks, "I'm gay. Can I still watch?" Yes, you absolutely can. Anyone can watch, regardless of any politics or identity. You guys know I'm not about that at all. Like, I'm not about like political correctness or anything, but there's no hatred for anyone, regardless of any kind of identity that they have, any kind of ethnicity, gender, any of that. Everyone here is welcome. You know, The Sopranos, we tend to make some jokes based on dialogue from the show, saying stuff like he was gay, Gary Cooper, but like outsiders might see that and they might be like, oh, you're making jokes about these groups, and it's like, no, it's a quote from the show. But everyone is welcome. I really don't fundamentally believe that the Sopranos community is, you know, like genuinely believes some of the things they're saying about you know, when they make jokes and fuck. This I might have went down for a second. Can people let me know if I am still alive? Because the YouTube window cut out for a second, like it was like no connection. So am I still alive? Sorry, I was in the middle of telling like a bunch of different stuff and it kind of cut out. Can I get a comment? Okay, still alive. Cool. I'm just gonna proceed like I am. Okay, thank you. So like I was saying, everyone was welcome. Doesn't matter. As long as you want to have fun and have a good time, everyone's welcome in this community. XX Delta 1 says the Coke is missing a bit of whiskey. I got like really drunk last night, I think it was. We went out to the bar. It was pretty cool. It was this rooftop bar on this hotel next to us, and we got to see the Disney fireworks. Like, if you guys know Disneyland, they shoot off fireworks in the at nighttime, and so we were up on the bar drinking, and we got to see the fireworks shoot off, which is pretty cool. But I ordered a double. I ordered a whiskey on the rocks, and I ordered a double, because if you guys ever into a bar, they give you such like a tiny amount of whiskey. I was like, what the hell? I want more than this. So I ordered a double, thinking that like, oh, they're gonna give me a little bit of this, and then it'll end up being like this much. It was like the glass was like this big. And it was like full to the top with whiskey, and I was like, oh shit, I made a mistake here. But I love whiskey. That's my favorite drink. Like, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not a huge like beer drinker. It just makes me feel kind of bloated, and kind of like I get like body drunk, and it's uncomfortable. And I get the horrible Asian glow, of course. But whiskey, I just feel great drinking that. Like that. That's tight. But Uncle Ho asked, were there COVID restrictions? No. You had to be vaccinated or had a clean test. I am vaccinated, and they gave me the wristband to basically just, I have to show this when I get in. I was wearing a mask most of the time, just because, I don't want to get COVID still. I haven't had it, actually, since literally I've never caught COVID before, so don't know if I'm gonna get it from this trip, but hopefully not, because I know people who've lost their sense of taste. Like, I just find, probably from a health perspective, like I'm young and healthy, but yeah, I know people who've lost their sense of taste, and that scares the shit out of me. But sorry, I was telling a story before. Okay, anyway, so I went to the VidIQ booth, and what they do is they're offering like channel audits. So someone who I met at the convention said that they went there, and they gave them a bunch of advice for their channel. And so I wanted to do that basically with the intention that TikTok, you need to go on whatever, and I could laugh at it with you guys afterwards, being like, all this shitty advice. So I signed up, and I went there and did it. And they didn't actually give me like any advice. I think what they do is they look at your channel, like that I had like 45,000 subscribers, and they're like, oh, this guy knows what he's doing, so we're not gonna give him any advice. Their advice literally was like, oh, just keep doing what you're doing, and I was like, thanks. But okay, the stream's cutting out. Let me see. Shit. I wonder if there's anything I can do. Shit. I don't know if there's anything I can do, guys, just because it's the hotel's Wi-Fi, but I'm just gonna keep talking, and hopefully it'll work on playback too, so if you guys want to go back to any parts that it was cutting out for, it'll be available as a VOD, basically. So yeah, this is probably not a good idea with the hotel Wi-Fi, but I'm just gonna keep pressing forward. Yeah, I don't know what else I can do here. Okay, we'll just keep going. Hopefully, can you guys still see me at all? Uncle Ho says it keeps coming back, so yeah, hopefully it works. Oh well, if not, maybe I'll do another stream when I get back home on Sunday or Monday or something. I do want to do more streams. I always like doing these, as long as I have something to talk about. But anyway, so basically, I went to the VidIQ audit, hoping that they would give me a bunch of shitty advice to, like, be on TikTok, or, make your put a bunch of tits in your thumbnails, which is honestly kind of good advice if you've looked at the videos I've done that for. But no, they were just like, yeah, keep doing what you're doing. And I was like, thank you. They gave me like a free t-shirt though, so it's kind of cool. TikTok has a lot of content milling to game the system. I think yours is organic, so I agree. Just keep doing what you're doing. Thank you. Organic growth really, I think, is the best one because you want to find the real like fans, not just people who are like you tricked basically into watching your content. Rosa says you have great brows, eyebrows. I assume you mean. Thank you. I appreciate it. Paul Newhouse for $5. Thank you, Paul. Says Kino's channel has the same principle as the solar system. Have you been smoking that weed, Paul? Getting high at my mother-in-law's wake. Thank you, Paul. Paul is an OG fan as well. You've been following me on Twitter since pretty much the beginning when I was doing it. Let's see here. Go up to any other Sopranos YouTuber and ask, the fuck you doing? I wish there were other Sopranos creators here. I invited Macabre Storytelling Mac, the co-host of my No One's a Critic podcast, but he couldn't make it this time. I basically decided I'm not going to come back to VidCon unless other people want to go with me, because I'm here by myself, like not literally, my fiance is right here, but going to the convention, I'm going. The panels have not been good tips here and there, but for the most part, it's just been kind of crossing VidCon off my list of like, oh, we tried. So Paul has reached the patrician tier. Yep. Okay, the video doesn't cut. The stream itself pauses and jumps at times. So, okay. So maybe you guys can go back and watch the parts that missed out on, or, don't either. I don't know if they were that interesting to begin with. We will just keep going for now, and if not, this will just be a VOD experience. So, you guys post in the chat anything you want to talk about, and I'll respond to it, and then it'll be basically for playback later, even if you're not even if you can't see it because it's cutting in and out. So let's get some chats, not like money chats. Let's get some like. Uncle Host says put Meadow in the thumbnail. Yeah, Meadow has gotten me a lot of great views. Meadow and her roommate. What was her roommate's name? God, I'm blanking on it. But you guys know the one I'm talking about. Mr. Rogerio's Neighborhood, yeah. World-renowned thumbnail. I should turn that thumbnail into an NFT. Okay, so this is also funny. I went to a lot of, not a lot, I went to like 2 sessions that were dedicated to like cryptos and NFTs, talking about how, you can basically sell NFTs to your viewers. And I went to them ironically because I wanted to laugh at them, basically at like the douchebags and the content creators they had up there. Like, I really don't like to judge people, especially fellow content creators, because it is a game. Like, I understand what we're doing here, but like these guys really, really came off like douchebags. And I just wanted to laugh at it. And I promise you guys I will never sell you NFTs or try to. If I did any NFTs or something, it would be like a joke to give away for free or something. Again, I'm not like so ideologically opposed to NFTs that I can't see any kind of value in them. I do think there are some edge cases where, an NFT could be like a legitimate thing and not a scam. One of the examples they brought up was if you wanted to fund like a movie, for example, right? Like you want to do a big like special kind of production that you needed funding for. Instead of just getting donations on like GoFundMe or something like that, you could sell NFTs, and therefore the person who's buying is essentially basically all they're doing is donating, but at the end of it they have like something that they can sell. Like if the movie did really well, then that NFT theoretically would be worth some money, so they could get like a return on their investment too. I understand that, and to be honest, I think that's how certain things, like I think plays operated the same way. Like the producers, I like that play about like making plays. I think they had like investors in the play. Depending on how good the play did, the more like money they made back on their investment. So theoretically, it's a similar system to that. But I don't know if like an NFT is like the best thing for that, because I could just or not me, but like someone could just, I could sell you an object, right? Like if you donate like to fund this movie or whatever, I'm gonna give you a limited edition like anything, right? And then you could sell that on eBay or something. So it doesn't have to be an NFT. I do think the majority of NFTs out there are scams. And I don't know, it feels dirty. Again, that might change in the future, right? It's the same thing with like cryptocurrencies, right? To a lot of people, cryptocurrencies seem like they're scams. They're just for like dark web, like shady shit like that. But it's becoming more and more acceptable and mainstream to have cryptocurrencies. Like Bitcoin is worth a lot of money. Now again, probably the vast majority of cryptocurrencies out there are kind of scams, right? They're meant to make a little bit of money before crashing. So it might be that there's one or two good examples of cryptocurrencies among a sea of bad ones. And just like there might be like one or two good NFTs among a sea of scams. But I don't know, that just something like that just seems so shady that I don't feel like ever getting involved in that. And Uncle Ho asks, anyone recognize you? No. I didn't expect them to. I've been recognized twice for being a content creator. And it's weird whenever it happens. Because I'm like, oh, cool. Goodbye. Not that I don't want to like chat with anyone, but it's just like, I don't know. I'm used to this only being like really recognized. Because also my videos are not always about me. Like I'm in some of them, but the vast majority of the time, one person actually recognized me off my voice, not my face. So that made more sense to me. Yeah, Casey says I watch the stream playbacks usually anyway. First time I got to stream live. So yeah, I think the majority of people will just check this out as a VOD. So I'm just gonna keep going, and like I said, we'll see how it plays out. Ugh, that sucks. I'm sorry that's happening to you guys, like, because it should be the best for you because you're actually showing up to watch. But I guess this is just kind of a chat feature for now. But yeah, go ahead and keep posting those chats and I'll respond to them. I had to leave in like 30 minutes anyway because I had to walk back to VidCon. It's like a 2-block walk to get back to VidCon. Maybe you guys can, I don't know if you can do this, but maybe you can like go back, like start the playback back at like 5 minutes back, and then or maybe like 2 or 3 minutes back, and then by the time you get to like the 2 or 3 minutes has passed, like all the buffering and stuff will have occurred and there'll be more content for you to watch, so it'll be like a straight through experience for you. I don't know if that will work. I don't know also if that's an enjoyable stream experience, but it's all I can do for now. It's always a shot in the dark whether or not the internet's going to be good at a hotel. Great Sopranos videos, Kino. Thank you, Alexi. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, Casey Man asks, I can't remember if anyone has asked if you would review or analyze True Detective, A lot of fun philosophy. Yeah, I'll do a video on True Detective, at least one. I think I'm going to. Maybe not do so many like episode by episode reviews. Just because I don't know if a lot of people are interested in those beyond just the Sopranos, but I think more like general kind of like video essay types will be in the future once Breaking Bad's done. Let's see here. Uncle says I don't think playback will have the missing parts. I think it will. I think it's just like live. It's like interrupting as it's coming in live, but whenever I've disconnected before, it usually still YouTube will still save. It's still getting the data. Like OBS is still sending the data. It's just being interrupted as it's being delivered to everyone. But I don't know. We'll see. As the stream drudges on, viewers come and go. Only the purest Kinos remain. Yeah, you guys are the real ones. Again, though, I understand this is not a great stream experience, but you know what? VidCon has been disappointing overall, so why would the stream not be the same? You know, it fits with the theme that VidCon has been not so great. Fucking Cha Schwab over here. Throw in some Adriana Lacerva Sasquatch feet pics in those thumbnails. I think, yeah, she does have some, doesn't she? Where she puts her feet up on, like, Christopher's lap. I'll get another little drink of Coke here. Casey Man says, Kino went up to laugh at the NFT douchebags and walked away with totally non-replicable, non-transferable, virtual but valuable bouillon? What's bouillon? Let's see here. Gold or silver in bulk before coining. I don't know what you meant by bouillon. But yeah, I guess I'm the sucker here, aren't I? Rare Pepes, yeah. I'll make some rare Soprano Pepes. I have one. It's like a Poli. I mean, it's not rare, but you know, it's like Poli as Pepe, which is pretty funny. Oh wait, there was another story I wanted to tell from VidCon. So, first day I go there, first 2 days I go there, I bring in a backpack with me, because I'm keeping like a notebook and like another T-shirt in case this one gets dirty or something in there, everything's fine that first day, but then I go back for the third day. And they're like, oh, you can't bring a backpack this big into here. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I brought this backpack in the last 2 days. And they're like, yeah, but we changed the rules now. And it's like, you're just telling me this now? I waited in line, right? I walked 2 blocks from my hotel to the convention center. It's hot. It is, even though it's the morning, it's fucking hot in Anaheim. I waited in line outside in the sun to get through the metal detectors because it's a big line, and I finally get out there and you're like, oh, you can't come in. And so I had to walk my ass all the way back to the hotel, and I missed the morning session, which was actually a YouTube, the person who works at YouTube explaining how the YouTube algorithm works. And I was like, oh, this one actually sounds interesting. And that's like the one session I want to go to, and you're telling me I had to go all the way fucking back, which really fucking pissed me off. Like that was so goddamn annoying. Yeah, so that also soured my VidCon experience. Casey Man says, talks about NFT douchebags, talks about NFTs longer than anyone else so far. So you're saying I'm the douchebag for talking about NFTs? You know this is not 4chan, right? You don't have the green text in the chat here. I understand you're probably joking at me right now, but No, I was just talking about why I don't like NFTs, why I think they're not great. I mean, sorry if I talk too long about it, you know. Paul says Kino is my dad. Yeah, I'm your daddy. Who's your daddy? Let's see here. So yeah, that was not a great VidCon experience. Hoping that the rest of today will hopefully be good, but I'm not holding my breath. Another like semi interesting thing that happened was one of the other booths there was for Amazon Live. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Amazon has a new live streaming platform. Not Twitch. They already own Twitch, but they have another live streaming platform on top of this. And they have a big booth there, so I went up to it. And I was asking the girl there, like, you know, to explain to me what that was. Because I was like, why is Amazon investing in a new streaming platform when you already own Twitch? And she was showing me videos and stuff, and apparently it's for people to stream videos about Amazon products. So it's like, imagine like, you guys know those like fashion tubers and stuff like that. They buy like Amazon like clothes and stuff, and they're trying on different stuff, and it's like, it's a streaming platform, like just how Twitch is mostly designed for games. There's other stuff on there, but it's like mostly designed for games. This is going to be mostly designed for showing off Amazon products. And I was asking her a bunch of questions about like, okay, so how are people going to discover you on this? And it's like, well, she's like, well, you'll send this out to your social media and let people know you're live. And I'm like, but is there like a discoverability aspect of it? Like, how are people watching me on Amazon? Do they have to like log into their like Amazon accounts to like comment on the video and stuff like that? And she's like, yeah, you can do that. And I was like, well, like, are they gonna get like notifications while they're shopping on Amazon that like, hey, there's a content creator like that you follow going live right now? And she's like, yeah, that they could do that too. And I'm like, I don't think Amazon has thought this out of like what this platform is gonna be. Like, one, Amazon products are in like very much like not, they don't have a good reputation right now. There's a lot of Chinese like counterfeits out there. And two, this seems like an incredibly small demographic for them to go over. It seems like this is only going to be really applicable to like fashion tubers, or maybe there's some like tech tubers who like you could, I don't know, buy a keyboard or something off Amazon. But I just don't see it as like a viable platform. And I think it's, you know, if Twitch is dying, which it is. I actually went to a Twitch panel where the streamer there was talking about how Twitch is dying. If that's gonna die with all this kind of content around it, this platform is never gonna take off. So I think she was getting annoyed with all like the holes I was poking in Amazon's platform, as if she gave a fuck, you know. She's like, she's not Jeff Bezos, right? She didn't make the fucking thing. You know, she's a person they hired to work at the booth to you know, advertise it. So, but I like to have fun with these people, because I used to work in sales, and I used to work at booths like this at conventions, and I used to have to like try to sell people on this, and it's like, it's fun for me to just poke holes, because they're not really like trained on how to answer deep questions about it, like asking how the algorithm works or anything. They're like, I don't know, you know. They're just salespeople. So, but I had a little fun with that booth. Let's see here. Rosa asks, why not venture out and dissect comedies? I'll have some videos on some comedies. I have a video about It's Always Sunny. I'm kind of debating in my head of doing or not. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So, comedies definitely could be in the mix here. I love It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Arrested Development, South Park, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, many more than that. Silicon Valley I enjoyed for a while. So there's a lot of great comedies out there I could do some videos on. You know how Kino feels about feet. Yeah, I'm with Junior on that one. Not a good look. I enjoy the analysis videos the most. That's good. Uncle Ho says I did have a Kevin Finnerty moment. I did think about that too. You guys remember the scene in Join the Club where he loses ID so he can't get into the convention? I did kind of feel like that, and it made me feel a little bit better. Yeah, that's one mighty drink of Coke. Look at how much I've finished of this bottle so far. I have a problem. I have a terrible Coke addiction. Sticky says, Kino, I love your Soprano logs and Breaking Bad logs. You do great content. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Okay. Speaking of Breaking Bad logs, I wanted to talk about this. So, you guys know the episode, for those of you that are Breaking Bad fans, I know some of you aren't fans of the series, but for those of you that are and have been watching the Breaking Bad logs, I am going to do something special for the episode The Fly. It's season 3, episode 10. It's the one where Jesse and Walt look for a fly in the super lab, and it's basically like a bottle episode. The reason for that is because they ran out of money, so they had to kind of film one of the episodes in one location. And it's a very controversial episode. Fans either love it, they think it's deep, or they hate it. They think it's a waste of time. And so I want to involve the community in this one. If you guys can send me your thoughts on the episode, I will include it in the video. So it's like the viewers get to actually make a Breaking Bad log themselves. You can send me either video, audio, or just text. If you just want to like write it out, you don't want to like record or be live in the video. You can send that, or if you actually want to be featured in it, like just like your voice, like your audio or whatever, you can send that to me too, and I will maybe use some of that in there. Like again, if I might have to cut it up and stuff to make it all coherent, but I want to hear your thoughts on the episode, and you can go as like specific as you want. If you want to go like, I want to talk about this individual like scene and beat, you can, or you can just do something like, hey, I enjoyed this episode for XYZ reason, or hey, I didn't enjoy this episode for XYZ reason. I'm going to include that in the video so we can actually get some like community participation in that one. I think it works for The Fly because it's such a divisive episode. So I'm going to type my email in the chat here. realpurekino@gmail.com. Send me whatever you want to send me for the episode, and also I'll do like a whole post about this on my community tab, but send me, if you want your name to be featured in it or not, or if you want to be anonymous, you can. Really up to you, but I would love to get some fan engagement in this video. I think it'd be cool. So, and it'll be something different than my usual, just kind of like, here's what happened in the episode. Like, I want to do something special, just like I did for, like Sopranos Timbre and stuff like that. Yeah, so Sticky says he has some thoughts on it, so that'd be cool. Yeah, so yeah, send me you guys thoughts, and like go as in depth as you want to go. I might use part of it, I might use all of it. I guess it really depends on how many people actually respond, but I'd really love to hear from you all, and I think this would be a cool way to actually have you kind of participate in the video a little bit too. So we'll see how it goes. You have until okay, so Sunset is the next one that's coming out on Monday. Sorry, let me look up because I do one a week, right? So Sunset is coming out Monday, the 27th, and then the 4th is 1 Minute, and then the 11th is I See You, and then the 18th is Kafkaesque, and so July 25th will be when the episode The Fly comes out. So you guys have until July 25th, or I guess before that, because I have to actually like edit the video together. So I'll post all this in like an official, post and then send it out. But you guys are hearing about it now, and if you're on Discord, I posted about it last night too. So, I hope to hear from you. Regular Ryan says, why would anyone want to join a streaming platform to give free advertising? Well, I guess the idea is like there are YouTubers who make, their content is like around like products, right? Like if you're a fashion tuber, right? You that is part of your thing in the same way that like Sopranos is fundamentally part of my content. And there are people who watch these, they're mostly girls, right? But there are people who watch this being like, oh, this is a cool piece of clothing or whatever, or this is a good brand. I want to buy this clothes because this content creator recommended it to me. So I think that's the idea of what they're going for, but I just think it's too limited a demographic to be useful. And why would I want to do it on Amazon versus YouTube Live, I'm sure there's some features where it's like, oh, I can directly link from the stream to the Amazon listing for that object, right? But I just think it's going to crash and burn. So that's my prediction. Casey Man says, pretended to be mad at my friend for hating The Fly because he didn't realize the actual meaning of the episode in The Fly being Walt's repressed homosexuality. Please write that up. I would love to hear your interpretation of that. Uncle Ho says he might write something up too. That'd be cool. I hope to hear from you guys. I think it'd be fun. I want to get the community more engaged. I also want to do that super fan podcast episode where if anyone wants to actually be in like one of the episodes of a podcast, just like they did on Talking Sopranos, I thought that would be cool. So we'll set that up in the future too. I got a lot of cool ideas, I think, I want to do like different types of content, like all around the themes that I do, like, film and television, really. Like I'm not going to go like do like Minecraft or anything like that, but I really want to do like, oh, okay, let's do a podcast episode where we get like some of the viewers involved in there and they can like, chat or whatever. I want to do more streams, more just like different kinds of stuff, because I think it gets a little bit boring, I think, to do the same thing all the time. I know my content has been very similar for a while, of just like, here's an episode review, here's another episode review. But I think being a little bit more dynamic within the confines of the genre, like it won't ever be something really out there, but that is one of my goals for the channel. Bye, Sticky. Have a good rest of your day. And hopefully you can check out the VOD later, and hopefully it won't be as shitty as it's been lately. Let's see here. So, did Walt's meth actually start the Walking Dead plague? I haven't seen The Walking Dead, or I guess it's technically Fear the Walking Dead. That's where that cameo comes from. I guess if we want to say there's an AMC cinematic universe, it could work. But no, I don't think it would actually, the timing would actually work out. Maybe some of you who are Walking Dead fans can tell me. So you can see Walt's blue meth in Merle's, I think is his name, Merle. You can see his blue meth in his drug stash, and then the Ballad of Heisenberg plays in Fear the Walking Dead. But again, that's probably just a cameo, Oh, did you guys see the new trailer for what do you call it? Westworld Season 4. Now, I don't like Westworld, but if you guys know what Westworld is, there was a cameo. There was a Game of Thrones cameo in like the second or third season that suggested that Game of Thrones is a Westworld world. And so one of the kind of jokes is that like all HBO shows just take place within Westworld. So like Sopranos is Mafia World, and with this latest with the trailer for season 4, you see that one of they're in like a 1920s like kind of flapper time world, and so I was saying that Boardwalk Empire, that is now a Westworld world. So pretty much all HBO shows are Westworld theme parks. The only one that kind of doesn't work for is Oz, because what would it be? Male rape world? I don't know if that would be a fun kind of theme park for the family to go to. Hey, you guys want to be around a bunch of men having sex with each other behind bars kind of situation? But I don't know. Maybe it's like a specifically marketed for that. I don't know, but we'll see. Did I ever see Walt Jr.? No, I didn't see that video. Vincentius. Whacking Bin Laden wasn't this complicated. John Barlick says, hey, what's up, brother? Thank you, John. I appreciate it. It's going good, man. The stream kind of sucked earlier, not gonna lie, but it seems to be going a little bit better now. True Detective season 1 is Redneck World. Yeah, I guess maybe the joke is that maybe it's like you're following like a murder, like it's like a murder mystery party kind of world. I could see True Detective as a Westworld place. Oz is fun group racism world, yeah. Could be. Hello, Redemption 47. How you doing? Kino, I must ask, opinion on X-Files. I haven't seen it. I've heard good things, but yeah, that's just not one of the shows I've seen. Maybe I'll watch it one day, but I have such a huge list of stuff I need to get through. You guys have seen some of it, right? I went through The Wire and Boardwalk Empire on video, and now I gotta do Mad Men, which I haven't started yet. I know some people on my Discord have been starting to watch it, so I should probably get on that. But yeah, Mad Men is the real next one, because there's like a whole genre of films. I feel like The Sopranos, The Wire, Breaking Bad, Boardwalk Empire, and Mad Men, they're right in this mix because they're all kind of related to each other a little bit. Like Vince Gilligan has stated The Sopranos is an inspiration for Breaking Bad, right? David Simon has said that The Sopranos was an inspiration for The Wire. And then Terry Winter and Matt Weiner, who both wrote on The Sopranos, came from that writer's room. So it kind of is all like a big extended family of like critically acclaimed dramas. So I got to get through those first before kind of moving on to some, more extended stuff. Too Much Tube for $2 says, love what you're doing, brother. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I just enjoy having you here, too. Casey Man says, I want to believe Kino has legs below frame. No, I don't have legs. I levitate like Baron Harkonnen in Dune. I don't walk anywhere. Which kind of doesn't make sense why I was complaining about walking back to the hotel earlier, but yeah, I got legs. Did that make your day, seeing those, Casey? Let's see. X-Files was a great show. I'm sure I've heard great. I mean, Vince Gilligan wrote on there, so I guess X-Files would make sense since I'm doing Breaking Bad to also look at that because there's a connection there. I'm watching Homicide because that's based on David Simon's book he wrote, Homicide: A Year in the Killing Streets, which would later go on to inspire The Wire too. So I probably will check out X-Files to some extent, but it's a long show, isn't it? Like, don't they have like 10 seasons at least? Excuse me. Mad Men can be boring. It all depends on what mindset you have going into it. Sopranos could be boring. Paul says classy, not boring. Yeah, but it has slower moments. I mean, Sopranos was slow. Let's be real here. If you actually look at it, The Sopranos was slow a lot of the time. But it had a lot of funny dialogue to make up for it. But there is not a whole lot of, like, explosions or whackings going on all the time. They were very restrained when it came to that. Let's see here. Casey, man, my desert, my stream, my Sopranos community. Too Much Tube said The Wire is different because it focuses on all aspect of the crime problem rather than just the criminals. Yeah, that's why it's so good. I've been watching it lately. Again, so good. Was not expecting ripped jeans. Hell yeah, bro. These jeans came normal. I ripped them up myself. I got my Converse on, so I can go skateboarding later. Although I guess it'd be better if I had Vans on, wouldn't it? And I kind of have, like, the basic bitch, like, plain tee. Well, I mean, this one says pure Kino, but most of the time I wear plain tees, jeans, Converse, like, basic bitch 101 clothing. Opinions on Atlanta, never seen it. I'm mad at Atlanta, to be honest. You want to know why? Because Donald Glover left Community to go do that show. I'm sure it's great because I love Donald Glover. I think he's very talented. But Atlanta robbed Community of Troy, which I understand. The man wants to go do his own thing rather than playing second fiddle on Community. But god damn, I love Community so much. I really hope he comes back for the movie when they do it eventually. Oh god, I cannot wait for the Community movie. Please. Please, Dan Harmon. X-Files is 9 original seasons plus 2 reboot seasons, so it's long. The original 9 are 200 Jesus Christ. That's like anime level commitment. Like, if you want to watch, like, Naruto or something, you're in for, like, 500 fucking episodes. And it makes me so mad, too, because, like, literally, like, if you added up all the runtime of those 500 episodes, probably 200 of them would just be, like, recap. You know, because whenever they play a new episode of Naruto or whatever, they would always play, like, the last 5 minutes of the last one. So, literally, it's like so much of your time is being wasted. Better Call Saul would have stretched Fly into 3 episodes, yeah. I guess you can kind of compare The Fly to Bagman in the sense that it's all one location. Now, the one location is a desert in this one. But you can see the differences there in terms of writing, you know? Much more grander, but also just 2 characters together in one spot. Although, no, I take that back. Bagman also doesn't have... That has scenes with Kim and Lalo, right? While she's looking for him. So I guess that doesn't quite line up. Kino the clothing minimalist, yeah. Basic bitch 101, yeah. That's me. I'm a basic bitch. Let's see. I am immersed in Kino lore. I actually started watching the channel from the community. Wow, you're that OG? Damn, man. I'm embarrassed by that video. Not the content, but like the editing. Do you remember, Casey, man? Do you remember that shitty, like, I did? It's like a top 5 list, and I just did like a picture of like Dan Harmon with a thought bubble, and I just wrote like 5 in like shitty Photoshop on there. It was so bad. Like, I don't think I did any kind of good transition. I learned a lot about editing since that season 4 video, but that was the first video that got like some attention. Like, most of my videos before then had like 10 views, and that one got like 4,000. So I was pretty hyped up about that. I think he left way before Atlanta. Wanted to focus on rapping. Yeah, but he was rapping before Community too, wasn't he? Didn't Camp come out like, when did Camp come out? Gambino Camp. That came out in 2011. When did Community? Okay, I guess actually, I guess Camp came out during Community's run. I love Camp. Like, if you, I don't know how many of you guys are into like rap and stuff, but I fucking love Childish Gambino's first album, Camp. I like Because the Internet too, but I will have nostalgia for Camp. That came out when I was like maybe freshman. No, that I think I started listening to it freshman year of college, and so good. Let's see here. Kim Wexler is such a babe. I'm really excited to see where her career goes after this, because I think a lot of people are recognizing her talent, and I think she could have like a really solid career going forward into other stuff. Let's see here. Atlanta's fantastic, unique show, yeah. Still great to see the Christopher arc from that. Yep. Rumor has it he wasn't being taken seriously as a rapper because he played a goofy character, and I could see that. But he wasn't a serious rapper when Camp came out. Like, it was a good album, but it was kind of goofy. And I didn't like how seriously he took himself when Because the Internet came out. It's like he was trying to rewrite who he was, which I get it, you know. But it's like he was the goofy rapper, you know. I mean, I guess it worked out for him because he's much more successful now. But I don't know. He started like having like this artsy fartsy persona that I didn't like as much when he was like, he used to rap about like the internet and video games and shit, and I don't know, maybe just because it spoke to me at a time when I was kind of like him, you know, like just a young man figuring out my place in the world, not like this artsy fartsy kind of like I'm an artist kind of rapper. So that it just, the Camp spoke to me more than like Because the Internet did, you know, if that makes sense. Let's see here. He went from coke up his Oz wallet to hidden alien music video plotline. I'm not 100% familiar with what you're talking about. Is that his This Is America? Is that from something like that? I don't know. I haven't seen Atlanta, so I don't know. I really didn't listen to anything of his after Because the Internet. I listened to what was that one called? Awaken My Love. You know, the R&B kind of album he did. I thought that was pretty good, but I've not been following him since then. But okay, I'm probably gonna end the stream here, guys. Something about the 3005 video with the teddy bear. I don't know. I do like that song though. Anyway, I'm probably gonna end the stream here, guys. I apologize again for how it turned out. Hopefully it'll be more watchable as a VOD. But we'll do more stuff like this. I plan on really kind of. I was hoping that the main takeaway I wanted to get from VidCon was I wanted to kind of like recharge myself and like really revitalize myself as a creator and like get really excited about pushing out some like awesome content. Not that I wasn't excited about doing it before this, but you know how you kind of end up in like a slump sometimes where you're just like, oh, you know, I'm just making whatever. I was hoping that would be my takeaway from this trip, and it kind of is. Sorry, Vishal. Sorry you missed it, but to be honest, dude, you'll probably enjoy it more just watching it as a VOD. Like, the stream was cutting out before. I have shitty internet in this hotel, so yeah, it'll be better to watch it whole. But anyway, like I said, that was my takeaway I got from this. I am really excited about doing some interesting stuff with you guys. I'm really excited for the end of the Breaking Bad logs. Not that I don't like doing them. What I mean by that is literally what I'm going to do at the end, when like for the final Breaking Bad logs. I think is really cool. Like I've been working on it like even before now. Like I'm preparing for what I'm going to do at the end of those. And I think it's going to be really cool. I think you guys are going to dig it. So we will talk about that more when we get closer to that date. But for now, thank you guys so much for joining me on this stream. You all are the real ones. And I will chat with you later. So have a good day.